There's a new leak of rats being added in Roblox Islands. In the last update, Islands added cows, which have an animal AI that makes them drawn to specific things, and also it makes them walk around randomly. So now that they have this AI, they're able to make more animals. And the next animal they're making is the rat, so here's what it's gonna look like. So this could be a mouse or a rat. I don't really know which one it will be because they basically look similar, and since it's made online, it's kind of even harder to tell. Comment what you think is better, mice or rats. If you like mice better, like the video. If you like rats better, also like the video. Oh yeah, also subscribe. Okay, so anyways, I'm like 90% sure I can predict what's going to happen with the rats, because I predicted how bees would work. I predicted a few things of how cows would work, but cows are kind of obvious since it's very obvious that they're gonna have milk and cheese. But I can probably predict how rats are gonna work too. Okay, so you know how rats like cheese? Well, the cows have cheese, and if you get the cheese from the cows, then you have the cheese also. So, you know how cows like wheat? If you're holding the wheat, the cow just like goes crazy and starts following you? Well, that's probably gonna be how it is with rats. So, whenever you have a rat, then if you take out the cheese, then the rat is gonna start following you, and then you can lead it wherever you want, and you can even make it go into the void because it likes cheese that much. Anyways, the cheese will be like wheat for cows, because the rat's gonna like it. And there's a possibility that the rats can be bad though, like maybe every now and then one will spawn, and then it will like attack your cheesemaker or something and try to steal all the cheese from it. But there's probably also going to be a use for the animal well-being kit on the rat. So like whenever you go over to the rat, this rat's pretty big, but whenever you inspect it, it's gonna say how hungry the rat is, how many hearts it has, and its favorite food, which all rats are probably going to have cheese as their favorite food. They might have other crops though. I'm pretty sure rats, I don't even know if rats like cheese or if that's just like a thing in movies, but I think rats also eat fruits and vegetables and stuff, so they're probably going to have favorite foods just like the cow does. So you'll be able to feed the rat cheese, pet the rat, and then use the animal repair kit on the rat. Okay, so cows make milk and cheese, so what food are rats gonna make? Like smelted rat? Okay, so now I'm thinking, what if rats are actually bad, and they're gonna scam you? Like, if you have crops, they're just gonna eat your crops, and then your crops aren't gonna be able to be harvested, and they're just gonna die, and then the rat just, like, scams all of your crops and stuff. Rats could definitely be bad. If you remember, there was a leak for wasps a while ago, but they never were added. I know they were like converted into fireflies, but fireflies are way less detailed and smaller, so I still think that wasps could possibly be added at some point, but they would probably be bad, so it kind of makes sense if an animal is bad. But there would probably also be a cheese trough or something, or I don't know, something to feed the rats, and then some sort of bed for the rats. Like, I don't know if the haybed would work, or if they'd just make like a very small version of this bed and the rats would be there. But if you guys don't know, cows can sit on beds and chairs and stuff, so that means the rats would be able to also. So I could have like a rat chair. Whenever rats are added, they're probably going to add more levels to the barn, so once you get to like level 5, you can craft something for rats, and then 6, maybe 7 and 8, maybe even more or less, but they also could make it so that by default there's a level 1 thing you can craft without leveling the barn up, and then there's a rat thing for level 2, and then maybe some more rat things or less rat things. But most likely there are going to be new things in the animal bench. Okay, I looked it up, and cows can eat avocados, so they should make it so cows can eat avocados. Also, avocados are classified as a fruit, and they can eat the other fruit, so they should do that. And also, they're added in the fruit trees update, so that means the islands also classifies them as a fruit, so that means avocados to cows, yes. And then I also looked up rats, and rats can eat avocados, so that means I should be able to feed avocados to the rats too. But since rats are very small, you're probably going to be able to have 2, maybe even 3 or 4 on your island. Now, I don't know how to explain this, but I don't really think it would be good if you can only have one of every animal they ever add in the islands. I think it would be great if you could have like a few of some of the smaller animals, maybe even like unlock another animal if you spend a lot of coins or level up the barn a whole bunch. But I don't like the idea of just having one animal and it being like that forever in islands. Wait, this is an epic idea. What if every 5 levels of the barn you unlock a new animal? So right now the barn goes up to level 4, so at level 5 you would unlock a rat, and then it would go on your island, and then you would unlock a few more things in the animal table thing, and you can craft those for the rat, and then at like level 10 you can unlock a second rat or a new animal or something. But I'm actually thinking that's possibly how it would work, because it wouldn't really make sense for whenever you first start playing to just have every animal in the game. It would make a lot of sense if whenever you level up the barn you unlock it, because they already made rewards for leveling up the barn by making the animal bench thing, so they'd probably be able to make that too. When the update happens, I'm going to put my rat in the cheesemaker. So the changes between the cows and the rats AI are probably going to be, like right now the cow is drawn to go to wherever wheat is, so if you're holding wheat then the cow will go to you, and then it walks around randomly a little bit. Now, rats probably walk around more, so most likely rats will walk for longer before stopping, and then they'll be drawn to cheese whenever you're holding cheese, and they'll follow you that way. But they'll probably be the same for, like, petting and food and all that other stuff. Also, the rat was uploaded by the devs of Islands, but it wasn't uploaded under the Islands group, so it's very likely that they're testing something with the rats, or they're just going to spend a long time testing rats somewhere else, and then they might add it to Islands eventually, but this is probably going to take longer than next week to be added to the game. And like some leaks, it's always possible that it won't be added to the game. Like the gold boss mob wasn't added, and a few other things weren't added. I did an entire video on canceled leaks, but hopefully this isn't canceled. Also, I'm really hoping that they don't forget about the barn, because they forgot about the brewing stand. Like, we've had the same 2 potions ever since it was added. They haven't made any more. I'm really hoping that the animal bench gets new things as the barn levels up later, and that it's not permanently max level 4. But Islands forgets about a lot of things. Like, they forgot about the brewing stand because nothing was added, the floral bench, the workbench tier 4, because we've had tier 3 forever. So a lot of the times whenever they create things, they just stop creating it next update and then make something else completely new, and then there's nothing new involving the stuff in the last update. But I really hope that they continue old things, like make the banker have more than 1,000 coin bags, and make it so that there are new tools and stuff like that. But since the rat is smaller, you'll be able to put it in more things, like the small display case for fireflies, might even be able to put the rat in the jukebox, the small furnace. I'll be able to put the rat in a lot of things. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you hope rats do in the comments. I hope that you unlock them at level 5 and they give you something. I don't really know what they'll give you though, but make sure to subscribe with the notifications on for daily Islands videos. Like the video, join the Discord server and Roblox group linked in the description for trading and talking about Roblox Islands, and follow my Twitter at Telanthric. I'm trying to hit 2,000 followers there and 200k subscribers on YouTube. Also linked in the description is a playlist called Roblox Islands Guide that has basically everything you need to know about Roblox Islands on it, so if you need help with anything, it's probably there. But I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, YouTube. Oh yeah, one more thing. Later today, I'm planning to make my video on how not to play Roblox Islands, but it's going to be part 2, and it's going to be very epic, so I recommend you watch it then. So if you came from notifications, just wait for that. And if you're watching this video a while after it came out, then it's probably up already.